everyone, I'm over here with Kathy from Marston Rogers Group, and we're talking all about money and grandchildren.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, my friend. Being a grandparent yourself,
Yes.
what advice do you give to your friends when you're sitting around the table and they're talking about money and grandchildren?
You know, when we were having our children, most of us had a tighter financial budget. And so we weren't able to maybe do some things for our children. And so we think, well, I couldn't do it for my kids, so I'll do it for my grandkids. My son tells me I forget all about him at Christmas. But what you want to keep in mind is when your grandchildren think of you and they think of money, do they think, oh, I can just go to my mom and she'll give me anything I want? Or do they see wisdom and prudence and teaching them how to be wise with their money?
Well, it's funny you say that, because I always thought my nonna was wise and gave me great advice, but I also thought she was probably one of the richest women on the planet of the earth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Grandkids think that about their
crazy.
grandparents.
And like, we need $5, we need $5. We're always asking for $1. And I noticed as I got older, and as did she, I appreciated a little bit more that she was also retired.
Yes.
And not working.
Right.
What advice do you give to your friends?
Yeah, they just need to enjoy their grandchildren.
Not pay for everything.
Not pay for everything, because you don't want to just be a handout. You want a relationship with your grandchildren, and you want to help start them maybe on a plan so when they get ready to retire, they can maybe be benefactors for their grandchildren.
Right. Now, interesting you say that, because I remember we did do a topic once about a child asset builder.
Right.
What is a child asset builder? Remind everyone at home
A
what
child
that
asset
is.
builder is just a simple way to use compound interest and time to develop a source of funds that can be withdrawn from on a tax-free basis.
Okay, now that's the grandparents setting it up for the grandkids?
Correct.
It's in their name?
The grandparents control it.
Right.
It's in, the children are involved in it and the parents are involved, but the grandparents control it.
So there's no tax issues for the grandparents?
No, none for the grandparents or the children.
So we would come to your office, for example, and find out all about that?
That's
and
correct.
when would you start building that?
You say it's better the younger you are, of course, you have more time for compound interest to work in your favor. But you can do it even when the children are older or adults. You can start, if you have young children, for as little as $35 a month to get started on a plan.
Now, this is tax-free distributions?
Tax-free distribution.
Okay, so $35 a month. So where do we find out more information about this?
Come see me, call me.
I love this idea.
Call me, set up an appointment. I'll be glad to go over all the details with you and see if it'll work from you. Now, some grandparents want to put away a lot more than $35 a month.
Of course.
And we have plans that will work with that too.
Now, let's just say I'm veering off. I only have godchildren. I'm not married with my own children.
Right.
Is it something similar that I could do for my
Absolutely.
godchildren? So
Absolutely.
really, it's any relative or someone that you want to help out.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly right.
This is interesting. Now, what's something else that you would be advising grandparents out there not to do? Stop handing over money every time you're seeing them?
Right. Don't do that. There's lots of ways to put money away, savings accounts, all that sort of thing. But help them to see, like my grandson called me and he wanted to get a plastic printer. And so he was talking to me about it. I said, well, what's your business plan? How are you going to pay the money back? What is your plan? So help them to sit down and evaluate what it is. What do you want to do with the money? Okay, what's the benefit of that?
Giving them advice. I like that. Use it as a teaching experience.
That's absolutely right.
Kathy, again, we appreciate you. I really like this idea about the child asset builder.
We can do that.
Give them a call, everyone. There's all the information up on the screen. Kathy and her team over there at the office will be able to help you with everything that you need to do for your grandchildren and their future. Back after this short break.